Meeting in order and start with the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Schulte. Here. Mr. Helmers. Here. Mr. DeBoer. Here. And I'm here. First item we'd be looking at is to approve today's agenda.
We need to remove that approve application for tile through the county right away. That's not really an agenda item that the board needs to approve. It was just
Struck from an approved agenda.
I'll approve the agenda.
Motion by Schulte.
Support it.
Support from DeBoer to approve the agenda with the removal of the approved application for tile through right away as it was posted. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
And those opposed, same sign. We have an agenda. Next, we would look at our minutes from the July 9, 2024 meeting.
Motion to accept those minutes.
Motion by Helmers.
Support.
Support from Schulte. Any discussion concerning approval of the July 9 minutes as presented? Hearing none, all those in favor signify with aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. So we're looking at the August schedule.
we're now looking at the 13th and 27th.
For me,
I will be going on the 27th.
if you guys would be interested in moving it to the 26th, ISAC is that latter part of that week, and I would need to leave on time on the 27th. Is the 26th an option for you, Jerry?
Isn't ISAC the 21st?
I think you're right. That's a good first step.
Okay, I'm gone on our anniversary. That's why I
Yeah,
think,
no, I was assuming it was the same week as the.
What'd you say?
I'm going to ISAC and the August 21st is our anniversary. So I was like, I'm gone that day. So like, okay.
The 13th, I'll be gone. Gonna go down and celebrate a lady's 106th birthday.
So you're gone the 13th
Yep.
and you're gone the 27th. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and then
Elected
just,
forum for
yeah.
each day. Those two dates do work, and 27 works better than I thought it did. Thanks for Do we want a motion for the 13th and the 27th to appease the auditor?
I'll make that motion.
Support.
Further discussion on August schedule of the 13th and the 27th? Hearing none, all those in favor signify with aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Okay. We have presented to us homestead and military.
Here's a hard copy. I didn't print it out just because it's such a long list. And it was longer this time because of the over 65s included in that as well.
You emailed this out, didn't you?
I did, yep.
Quite a list of them.
What?
It's quite a list of them.
Yeah, just because of the 65 and older.
I thought it looked pretty familiar.
Is there a way to figure out the total of the recent legislative changes, what the dollar amount is to the credit?
I'm sure there is. That's the Ash Entry has split out.
Can we request that at your convenience?
I had to update my email, so I lost all my contacts. That's why you didn't get it. Because I sent it out, and you guys were blind copied, and yeah.
And sometimes when you put something and deletes it right away.
Yeah, no, I did send it, there was nothing on my list to send to, so I was like,
I got the one he's saying.
yeah, Premier fixed it for me, so. Yeah,
Yeah, they haven't seen online either, so they're not in here.
it's like, am I losing it or what? But it's there.
We knew that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Do you have an interest in acting on the homestead and military applications?
I'll make that motion to approve it.
Support. Motion and support, Brian Schulte and Helmers, for approval of the homestead and military applications. Any further discussion? No discussion. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. We have appointments within the secondary road department. Troy Schmidt is an equipment operator, Parker Daigle is an equipment operator, and Patrick Smith is an equipment operator.
And they're all at $26.12 an hour.
I'll make that motion.
Support it.
Motion by Schulte, support from DeBoer for approval of those three operators. Any further discussion? Engineer, have any comments? Or
Thanks, it's up to full strength.
further, gentlemen? Hearing none, those in favor of approval signify with aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Move on to discussion of the allocation of Osceola County Ag Extension unexpended funds.
We've never had this before, ever, and other counties haven't either. I guess by law, if they don't use all their expenditures, they have to give it back to the county. And when I talked to, I can't remember, I talked to Ag Extension, said that, they didn't replace, Jill right away, so they had excess funds left over. So some are putting it in the general fund, some are giving it back to the fair. It's just kind of depends what the board wants to do here. Like I said, we never had this before, so I'm like, didn't even know what this check was.
To the fair?
Yeah, I don't know if we can give it, some are giving it back to help with the expenses. So either back to the fair board or to Ag Extension to help with expenses. Or the law says it goes unexpected, should go into the general fund as well. So it's whatever the board chooses to do. It's $780.62.
Any interest in making a motion as to how to allocate those funds, gentlemen?
I guess I could see giving it to the fair board.
Can we get it back to the extension?
I think we can that too to help with expenses.
I would abstain from this.
I guess my thought would be I'm absolutely in favor of supporting both entities.
I am too.
And I think we fund them as they express need or interest. And I wouldn't be opposed to them coming for more money without them asking for it. I would favor just putting it in the general fund, and if and when the need arises and a request is made, certainly worthy of being considered at that time. But on behalf of the taxpayers, I think without a request for those funds, I think the general fund would be most appropriate.
I'm sure they're like anybody, they always hate to come asking all the time.
I hear a lot of taxpayers saying they're paying too much already, so
We're the lowest in the state.
that's value.
I'd make a motion, we give it back to the Ag Extension.
The fair is not being considered, and you're still abstaining, Jerry?
Yeah.
Do we have a second for the motion to return it to the Ag Extension?
I would support that.
Any further discussion concerning the remaining $708.62 being given to the Ag Extension? Those in favor of that motion, signify with aye.
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 Those opposed, same sign. Aye. Premier Network Solutions Incorporated contract for IT services is the next item.
For the courthouse, it went up $3,300 from last year. Last year was $26,700. This year it's $30,000. And then there's 780 contract for the jail, and I think public safety is going to approve one for $6,080 some dollars, $200 and some dollars. I can't remember the total amount, but so between the jail, courthouse would be $37,020. I'll be paying them next year.
So it'd be total between the 267.
No, it's 37,000 total between
total. Okay.
public safety, jail, and the courthouse.
Okay.
What did you say it was last year?
Well, I don't know what the public safety was, but the courthouse was $26,700, so that went up $3,300. I know it's a lot, but it's still cheaper than in-house.
Yep.
Not that I wouldn't love an in-house person, but Premier has been phenomenal with that crawdad strike. You know, Travis was here right away on Friday, getting us up and running, and, you know, he's been phenomenal. I appreciate him. Try to tell him that every time I use him. Thank you. So,
When they do split it out by the month, huh?
yeah, we pay them monthly.
Interesting taking action on the Premier contract.
I make a motion to accept that contract.
Motion by Helmers,
Support.
support by Schulte for approval of the contract. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval of the Premier contract as provided signify with aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Next, we would look at resolution number 2, 2425, operating transfer from County Conservation Land Acquisition Fund to Rescue America Fund.
Nick inadvertently quoted an expense wrong from at last fiscal year. When I talked to David Noble, he said the best way to correct that is by a transfer.
$9,715.89. Consideration of moving the funds from Land Acquisition Fund to Rescue America Funds. Interesting action on this, gentlemen.
I would make that motion. Resolution 2.
Motion for approval of Resolution 2 by Helmers,
I'll second it.
support from DeBoer. Discussion concerning Resolution number 2 and approval. Hearing none, all those in favor signify with, sorry, it's a resolution. Mr. Helmers, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. DeBoer?
Aye.
Mr. Schulte?
Aye.
And I vote aye. Approved. And we'll be looking at nonprofit contracts, considering Family Crisis Center and Western Iowa Tourism Region.
There was a little confusion with this Western Iowa tourism. I think you saw the email that I sent out, that the 150 was a membership strictly from economic development, not really the allocation that the county gives to them. They're two separate items.
So when we were budgeting and discussed 500, that's what it was
Yeah.
remains to the county.
Yep. And I don't think we're not gonna pay the 150.
We haven't,
Correct.
economic development hasn't paid since 2014, so we're gonna go ahead and not do that still.
That's what they get for sending us one they haven't sent in almost 10
But
years.
If economic development doesn't pay, I no longer get the updated emails, but I have so many other groups that I get that information. If the county pays the 500, then the county is still available to be part of that T-bone trail, burgers and brew and the normal things that they do, which I know James mentioned that being a positive, so.
I don't know how Facebook works, but those do come through. I tend to see that guy with steak or a burger, or hopefully they're effective or.
In the crisis center, that's what we had budgeted to, the 3,500. So we had budgeted.
Just an approval of those contracts, gentlemen?
No, it's $500 for the county.
For Western Iowa Tourism is $500 and the Family Crisis Center is $3,500.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
Motion for approval by DeBoer.
I'll support them.
Support from Helmers to motion for approval of the contracts with Family Crisis Center at $3,500 and Western Iowa Tourism at $500. Any further discussion? None. All those in favor of the motion signify with aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. We'll take time to look at claims. Some emails we did not look through last time. Same from Boston Water Service, number 104.
I'd make a motion to pay claim number 1.
Support.
Motion made. Helmers, support from the board to pay claim 104. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify with aye.
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 Those opposed, same sign. Abstain.
I'll make a motion to pay the rest of the claim.
Motion by DeBoer for approval of the remainder of the claims.
Support.
From Schulte. Claims, any further discussion? None. Those in favor of payment of claims signify with aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Claims are approved. Let's discussion under other business, gentlemen?
Do you, who does your weeds, sprays your weeds for you?
Two of my staff, Devin Ackerman and Adam Smythe are licensed for county certification for that.
I had a guy tell me that there must be some weeds out by 9 and 6, the old Highway 60. I have not seen,
Right away or are?
I missed it.
They just.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
I was just told about it just the other day. And I didn't get out there to look to see what the deal is. But whose they are, I don't know.
Old 60, you're saying?
Yeah.
Highway and Old 60.
I have, I'm gonna ask the board's opinion on this. On August 6th, there is a civil trial coming up. It's gonna be a 2-week trial, is what they're anticipating. And they're gonna have to have the courtroom closed during most of that, so most of the cooling will not go into the courtroom. Would the board be okay if I got one more window unit for up there? I don't know what else to do at this point.
And if that's not enough, you could also ask Andre if you could borrow his.
Yeah, the clerks. Because the jury room also has to be, when they go into deliberation, has to be closed, so they can't get any of the circulation coming in. So if the board's okay if I got one more window one for that trial.
Yep.
They said it's not going away, because I've been asking, a lot of times it goes away, but they said this one's not going away. And they're anticipating 2 weeks. So I'll just order another one from Stanton's like I did before. And
Yep.
I mean, everything is working. I haven't had any complaints, so what we're doing is working, so.
Gets a little stuff around 4 o'clock on really
Yeah.
hot days, but other than that, it's been fun.
And I think the kind of the forecast is for it to be a little warmer the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, so. Okay, I will do that today then, thank you.
I wanted to thank Keith and his crew for the storm damage, and I relayed some concerns to Keith, and he took care of them.
We have a long list.
And also, any help I needed at the fair, they were Johnny on the spot. I appreciate that, so thank you, Keith.
It's encouraging to see the fair working with Lyon County and
Yeah.
making an opportunity for them.
Yeah.
It's
It's nice having the FFA stand too open for them, that's awesome. Their fairgrounds look really bad, I don't know if they're gonna get,
You guys sign back here too?
just one, just so that top one's fine.
Yeah, they come to us and we said we're glad to, they were concerned about costs, and he said, just figure our donation to the Lyon County Fair. So,
It's nice, very nice. My son had fun cooking on Saturday, so.
What?
My son did the cookout on Saturday, so it was fun.
Did he win?
He got first place in steak,
Did
and
he?
third in pork, and third in chicken, so. This weekend, he has a 560 guest wedding to cook for. It's supposed to be 400, now it's up to 560, so I don't think I even know 500 people. So,
Well, we're always up to suggestions, so.
yeah.
We like to keep improving.
We do have a 9:15 joint meeting scheduled with Dickinson County. Do we want to adjourn this meeting or recess it for any other items after the drainage?
As far as I'm concerned, we can adjourn for them. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll support it.
Motion by Helmer, support by DeBoer to adjourn this meeting. Any further discussion?
Just a quick question, for that egg extension, I think it was 2-1, did that still technically pass? I think it wasn't a majority of the board, but a majority of who was here.
Majority of
Just wanna
votes
make sure
cast.
that that was a yes and not a no.
It did pass.
Thank you.
All those in favor of adjournment signify with aye.
I
Aye. All those opposed, same sign.